Hello fly tying enthusiasts from all over. Today I'm going to tie what I think is the most effective nymph all over the globe, and it's of course the pheasant tail nymph. It's my variation of it. It's a must-have in your fly boxes. It's the deadliest nymph out there. Frank Sawyer made it, created, and it evolved with the years. Hundreds of variations now, but that's my favorite one. So I'm using a jig hook, Dohiku Jig hook, size 14 with a 3mm tungsten bead. The thread is Veevus GSP, very strong and easy to work with. For the tail, I'm going to use Coq de Leon fibers from the Pardo breed. I take 4 or 5 fibers. Pretty much the length of the hook shank. Sometimes I like to make them slightly shorter for the nymphs. And then I have to add the pheasant tail, but I like to do it at the same time with adding the ribbing, and the ribbing is in this dark red color that the original pheasant tail was made from. I take 3 or 4 fibers and put them together with the ribbing. Then I attach them here and make them pretty much as long as the hook shank. Okay, and now we make a very slim body. Otherwise we have to go once and twice, first adding the pheasant tail fibers, then the ribbing material, and the body would have become bulkier. Then I start wrapping the pheasant tail fibers. One trick to do it easy, of course, if you have a rotatable vise, you can rotate and do it like this. But another way, so you don't worry that you will slip it from your fingers and it will become a mess, just put your finger on top here, and then you can just pull it forward, nice and easy, like this. Then take it again, one more rub. This way you secure it for a while, and all the way to the front. We trim it off, and now it's time to make the ribbing. But before that, I will add something more to make my favorite pattern. So it's yellow or cream or any color you like, green floss, with which I'm making the belly of the fly, because all flies in the nature are two-toned and I want to imitate those two colors. That's how I attach it. And now I pull it along the hook shank and I start making the ribbing. They say it should be in the opposite direction, but it's not 100% necessary. So once we have it there, then we start making some more wraps. I like to make them 5 or 6. We try to make them even. Okay, and here is how we, by moving it up and down, we break this. Yeah. And this way we have two-tone pheasant tail nymph with, and now we have to cut this as close as possible. That's nice. You have the back, because this is a jig nymph, that's how it will swim. And we have the belly. Slightly went on one side, but yeah, that's better. Now, hence Spectra dubbing, size number 46, of course. And then I like to make one turn of CDC Hackle. Secure it here. Trim all these little ways. Now the CDC can be used in nymph imitations very, very successfully, because it holds those bubbles in the water and it gives a really natural look of the hatching insect. Okay. Nice. And that's exactly how we want it. We don't want it all to be pushed backwards like this. We want it open, so it gives some nice movement to the fly. Now I will add some Hare there, spiky dubbing, just for the eye to enjoy here on the front. Yeah, give it a little brush. And if you think it's too much, you can cut it. And then it's almost done, but of course I will add the hotspot here, a very tiny hotspot. You can, if you have orange marker, you can color the GSP thread and just make a few turns to make the hotspot, but as I don't have the orange marker right now, I will use this fire orange UTC thread, and I will make just a few turns here on the front. You can try this in different colors. You can try chartreuse, you can try fire orange, or any fluorescent color will do. And I will make 1, 2, 3 turns carefully. We don't want too many, especially with the small flies. Then I will cut it here and add a tiny drop of super glue. This one was slightly too tiny. Now that's better. Yeah, and this is our pheasant tail nymph. I will remove some of those CDC fibers. They're slightly too much for me. Yeah, that's better. There we are. Nice pheasant tail variation that if I only have to use one fly in my box, it's going to be this one. I hope you enjoy it. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and we continue tomorrow.